Alright guys, we're on a service call right now, saying the system's been freezing a lot at the outdoor unit. I hooked up to the outdoor and it's running about a 62 suction on the R22. I don't think it's going to be very low. I think it's going to be more of an airflow coil issue. So after checking that, I'm gonna look inside the cabinet, see if we can get any ideas on what's going on with this thing. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this coil door, get it all taken apart, and see if we can't pull this out some and check this coil. She said she's had stuff flying out of the vent since she's moved in. So and also seen stuff sitting on top of the filter. They had the filter in backwards, but stuff sitting on top of it. I'm guessing that fell from that coil, so got a good feeling this coil is going to be really bad. Alright, just got all the doors off. Should be able to pull this thing straight out. Luckily it's an air handler and it's got a good bit of play in that line, so we should be able, without having to disconnect anything, just took that PVC line out of the pump. We should be able to pull this whole thing out without having too much trouble with it. So let's give it a shot. Pretty rusty though. Alright, moment of truth. Holy cow. Yeah, that'll do it. That's a very stopped up coil. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one right there. So let me show you what we're going to do to get this fixed. Might take a little while, so let's keep going. Alright, so what I got is, I got a wire brush, and what I normally do, the bigger pieces of debris, you can get it out pretty easy once you get it to start peeling off. After using the brush, we'll go ahead and spray this coil cleaner in it, get it to dissolve all the other small pieces, and sometimes I'll go in with a spray bottle and just spray, and usually it loosens it up really quick. But if you're going to kick the AC on fairly quickly, you don't have to rinse it at all. You can just, it can rinse itself with the condensation. So I'm going to get started. This stuff's really caked on. I'm going to be really careful with these coils too. You only want to go down in the direction of the fin so you don't press them in. It's really important or you'll have a big mess on your hands. The rest of that's going to have to be sprayed. It's caked on there pretty bad. I'm going to try to get in the other side as much as I can, then we'll use the coil cleaner. so that's about all we're going to be able to do with the brush. We're going to get the coil cleaner now. Alright, we're going to let that sit for a little while and see how it looks. Possibly spray it with a water bottle. It's a bad one. And you can see how it pulls this stuff out of it. Everything starts getting pulled to the top. So yeah, it is really bad, y'all. So we're going to let this thing keep sitting. See how it looks once it's all finished. A lot of gunk. Try a brush again. The last thing you want to do is cut your hand on one of these fins. So be careful with that. I'm going to get the other side and then we'll show you the finished product. I might even put some more coil cleaner. Alright guys, so that's the finished product. That's as good as it's going to get without removing this whole thing. So we're going to give it, get everything put back together and then go start this unit up. Alright, we got everything inside buttoned back up. Moment of truth. Let's see how this refrigerant looks. Alright, letting it run a minute and it's starting to build the suction pressure back up to where it should be. We're going to let it keep running. So we'll wait about 15 minutes, then we'll have our true charge. Alright guys, it's been running for about 15 minutes. This is our pressures, 16 degrees subcooling. The system calls for 17, dead on the money. Our line temperature is still a little high. We're going to let it keep running, but it has dropped from in the 70s down, so it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I like to have that superheat down a little bit. So we'll keep watching it, but it looks like this has got it, man. Alright guys, so that wraps that one up. That was a pretty bad coil. I run across them a lot, to be honest. I'm sure y'all do too. Wanted to get one on video for you. But it cleaned up pretty good. You know, best case scenario, pulled the whole thing and cleaned it with some chemicals. But don't nobody want to do that type of stuff. I don't. I got a lot of calls ahead of me. So it cleaned up good though. It's working good. The lady said she's never felt it blow like that before, so I'd imagine not. Alright, well, see you next time.